Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Cappers Nation Live, Game Day Edition. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody here. Hopefully the stream is rolling good and no interruptions today like yesterday. Welcome. Game of 18th of day, folks. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Make sure you take care of your missus, your significant other, your mister. It doesn't matter who it is. Make sure you take care of them. All right, folks, we're going to get started with today's show. Going to be another great episode of Cappers Nation Live. Going to be another great day for everybody. Got some good stuff planned for you guys today. Some breakdowns. College basketball, NBA is on the All-Star break. And it's going to be a monster college basketball weekend. So if you're not on board, you are flat out going to miss out. You guys all know how much I love my college hoops and how dialed in we are. So make sure you do not miss out on anything that we have. First of all, I'm going to do a full recap of everything that we did yesterday here in just a minute, because I was not able to do a full recap during the pre-recorded video yesterday. Unfortunately, because the games were still ongoing. KDO says, Kyle, it's Valentine's Day play of the week on a free play. For my wife, yes. I'll give my wife as a Valentine's Day gift my game of the week absolutely free. Hold on one second, folks. All right. Mr. Bracken's just sent you a text message back. For my wife, 100% for free. However, anybody else who wants it for free, I do have it for free. All you have to do is purchase any package today for $99 or more for free. Good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're tuning in. Welcome. We've got Mr. Christopher Bayer in the house, Titus in the house. Who all is here? Hold on one second. Where'd my live chat? Justice, what's going on? Shane, KDO. Who else is here? Joe in the house. Anthony in the house. What's going on? Happy Valentine's Day. Right back at you, sir. And I hope you and your significant other have a great day as well. Michael in the house, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you with us. As always, long-term client on board for the long haul. Henry in the house, whoever else is tuning in, make sure you guys post up in the comments. Let us know that you guys are here. Let's get this live chat rolling. I am a tad bit behind. I did not send out the email alert yet letting people know that we're live. So that is just now going out to everybody as I type this. I was definitely a tad bit on the delayed side of that one. I'd missed the boat on that. So we've got it going out right now. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me wrap that up, and that way we can get full attention to the live show. All right, folks. Give me 1 second here. We're about done in just a second, folks. And then we're going to have a good show. We're going to break down a bunch of games for you guys. As always, put you guys on the right side of the plays. About done right there. And let me just copy this right here and put this in there as well. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll, folks. So, who all had a great day yesterday? I know I did. Premium plays ended up going 3-1. My personal plays ended up going 2-1-1. So all the way around, premium plays, my personal plays, big winning day yesterday. Premium plays are heating up, folks. Premium plays are heating up. Same card as before. Got a lot of great customers that we take care of. So, Mr. Gomes, I will definitely get your card, folks. I love it. Friday college basketball. College basketball any day of the week. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Lost the wrong box, and I closed out the live chat. Get it up and running again, and then we'll be back with the live chat. So hang on 1 second, folks. Give me 1 quick second. And then we'll be good to go. One more second. Live chat should be up and running right about now. Alrighty, we are back. Live chat is back. So, that's a little strange. Mr. Gomes, trying to get your account up and running myself during the live show, so just bear with me. I know you're watching, but I'll get it up and running for you in just a quick second. All right, so for everybody that doesn't know, my game of the week is later tonight. If you want to be on board it, fine, fantastic. If you don't, monster win. It's available, and it's there, it's locked, it's loaded, and it's ready to go. Instant access to the play. The line is absolutely perfect, and we're in a good spot, that's for sure. All good to go, Mr. Gomes. Your account is up and running. There we go. Love having the live chat. Shane says Yale screwed me big last time. They do look like a winner tonight, though. Kathy says, is it Kathy or Gary or both of you today? Thunder moneyline winner, loser BYU game, under loser. I stayed completely away from the BYU game last night. I was 100% off of the game of the BYU game. Never SKC, can you get access to my game of the week? Did you purchase it? If you purchase it for $50, you get access to it. Or if you make any purchase today for $99 or more, you'll get it for free. DJ 100 grand in the house. What's going on? Memphis college basketball, absolutely. Ruben, what's going on? Andreezy, what's going on? That's right. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. They didn't. You should have access to it then. So hang on tight. Let me make sure. Oop. Okay, I just threw in the access, and I'll have them correct the dates later today. But yes, you're good to go. Joe Dirt, what's going on? Joe Dirt, what's going on? Shane, Wichita says Wichita State played good yesterday. That they did. Give me 1 second. Andreezy, what's your username on the website? Let me know what your username is on the website, and I can pull up your account. Once I see it, I'll be able to pull up your account and take a look. But you should have, if you purchase the game outright, you should have access to it. Let me see if I can see it really quickly. Okay, I see your account right here in your purchase. You do have access to it. You're probably seeing the premium plays. Remember, turn your phone sideways when you have multiple accounts. Turn your phone sideways. Scroll up or scroll down depending on how you do it on your phone. Click the small little box that's got 4 little windows in it next to your username. Click on that box. And then scroll down and you'll see it under active resources. You'll have access to it right there. You'll have direct access to it right there. Fast Freddy in the house. What's up, everybody? Good morning, Kyle. Thumbs up. Cupid will strike today. I guarantee it. Love it, Fast Freddy. Hope all is well with you. And again, if you guys are new to our YouTube channel, first of all, take 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We go live 7 days a week, guys. You'll be notified. We put out daily free play videos 7 days a week as well. Multiple free plays every single day. No other service doing that, providing you guys real paid plays right off our website every single day, absolutely free. Other people make up free plays and they just go down the list just for you guys when we're actually giving out real paid plays right out of one of our packages. So hit that subscribe button right down below if you haven't already done so. And then when you're done with that, do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. As Justice just said, then take another second, hit the thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it when you do. It helps get our video trending on YouTube. The bigger we make this, the more we'll be able to give to you guys absolutely free. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and get the video trending on YouTube. It's always great when we do. To the one loser that hit the thumbs down button, I get it. You give us a thumbs down every single day. You hate our show, yet you're here every single day because you have nothing better to do in your life than take our free plays and pad your pocket and keep making yourself some money. So to the few haters that are out there, we love you too. So Leon, the NHL odds, they were doing something with the recoding. They were adding some other stuff in, and they had to recode something. So as of right now, it's not up yet, but they were working on it all night long. I know they had to rewrite some coding for where we get our live odds service from Scientific Gaming directly. So there was something wrong in the code on the NHL side between us and Scientific Gaming. So between our IT guy and Scientific Gaming, they're working it out. That way the live odds will start showing back up for the NHL. But I do apologize for the inconvenience there as well. But yeah, it should be soon, hopefully. And what I did is I actually just took a screenshot, just took a picture and sent it to one of our IT guys, like, hey, hurry up, they're asking about the NHL odds again. Speaking of live odds, if you guys want to have access to live, real-time NBA college basketball odds, the NHL will be back up there as well. hopefully later today. You get them live, 100% live, free, real-time access odds right on our website, guys, cappersdirect.com. Click on the odds tab, and you've got access to it. I'll be posting a link right in the comment section right here, right now. Live real-time odds here, and post a link directly to it. Fast Freddy, what will be our first game day breakdown? Well, I don't know yet. I'm not sure which one we're going to do first yet. We're going to draw some straws, flip some coins, and take a couple dart throwing contests to see which one we're going to do. Now, we'll probably do the Davidson and St. Bonnie game first because it's at the top of the list. Leon, I just got a text message. I sent a screenshot of your comment, and I said, people are asking about the NHL daily. Please hurry up and fix it. I get a reply, well, I'm trying to fix it. We're rewriting the code now. It's a very weird code just to stop working. So they're troubleshooting it and fixing it. Kelly McInnes watching from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thank you. We've got a lot of clients up in Canada. Our good client Jeff, Mr. Watson, as well as everybody else up there in Canada as well. Andrew, it's up there. You need to you have access to it. I just confirmed looking in your account. Make sure you turn your phone sideways. Turn your phone sideways or your tablet sideways. Scroll down. Click the little box that's got 4 little windows in it inside your or next to your username. And then click that little box, then scroll down. It takes you to your members dashboard area. Scroll down. Never SKC wants to know who's watching the NBA All-Star Game this weekend. Myself, I don't. I generally don't watch the All-Star games. Major League Baseball All-Star games, the Pro Bowl, the NHL All-Star game. I usually don't. Maybe I will to see if there's a tribute for Kobe. Other than that, I generally don't. Watch the All-Star games. I don't bet the All-Star games myself. I don't put $1 on the All-Star games. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of it. We take our betting seriously. Bankroll management and things like All-Star games are out of your control. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. So, what do we got going on today? Christopher says I'll watch for a Kobe tribute. That's about all I'll do. Who's my favorite basketball player? Kobe. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, folks. Who's my favorite basketball player? I don't have one. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of basketball. I like college basketball, but I'm not a fan of basketball in itself. Who's my favorite player? I don't have one. Whoever's making me money. Whoever's hitting that last shot to cover the spread or swat the ball out to stop the other team from covering the spread. To the kid that's missing that last free throw to make sure that we cover. That's who my favorite player is. But first, let's dive into yesterday real quick. Let's do a full recap of what we did yesterday to keep it transparent, guys. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that don't keep it transparent. Okay, we discuss every single thing that we do, either live or pre-recorded, every single time to keep it transparent. And always, Big D Mall, I love the comment that you just made. Hold on. D Mall, if you're watching, sir, I love the comment that you just made on the YouTube community page. Yeah, Anthony Magic Johnson, maybe. I mean, I do have one of his jerseys, autographed All-Star jersey. You got me there. Exactly, Justice, exactly. So let's keep it transparent. Yesterday, free plays 2-0. Big 2-0. Like that, something like that, however it went. A nice big 2-0 for everybody on free plays yesterday. Daily free play, Arkansas State, Texas Arlington, over 141. That was a nice winner there. Congratulations, everybody there. Winner, winner, winner. Daily free play was a winner. Again, free play, the big free play yesterday. Colorado, Oregon. We took Oregon laying the 4.5. And Big D Mall, I'll reply to your text when we get off the live show. Oregon down yesterday, getting manhandled, down 9 at the half, coming back, battling back with a monster 42-25 second half to not only get the win from behind, but they also covered the spread, which was your free personal play of mine yesterday. So 2-0 on free plays yesterday. Congratulations, everybody, there as well. Should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame? Yes, he should. Yes, he should. My personal opinion. Alrighty, so yesterday's premium plays. Nice big 3-1 day yesterday. Premium plays go 3-1. Let's start with the loser. Southern Utah on the money line minus $1.10 getting blown out. Other than that, that was the only one that we lost yesterday of premium plays. Southern Utah against Sacramento State. Sacramento State played the game of their life yesterday and beat Southern Utah. That was our only loss. Oklahoma City Thunder, monster win yesterday for everybody. Congratulations. Northern Kentucky laying 4. Winning by 30. Nice big win there. And the Arizona Wildcats laying 9.5 against Cal on the road. Monster win there. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, everybody there. Another 3-1 day yesterday for premium plays. This week, premium plays went 2-1, 3-1, 2-2, and 3-1. Nice little weekly runs. Nice little weekly run for us so far on premium plays. What is that? 5-2, 7-4, 10-5. Not bad going into the weekend. We're 10-5 on premium plays out of the last 4 days going into the weekend. Not bad. Not bad. Personal plays yesterday ended up going 2-1-1. We had 2 wins, a loss, and a push. First of all, let's talk about the loss. Colorado, Oregon, over 135.5. A horrible, horrible first half for Oregon yesterday, putting up 26 first half points. That should have never happened. All right, we ended up with a whole total of 128 scored. We ended up 7.5 points away. We needed 8 measly points. 8 measly points somewhere in that game. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. That was the only one that I lost. We pushed on Murray State plus the 3 yesterday. That ended up being a push. Mr. Engel, good morning, good morning. We hammered Oregon, which I gave you guys for free. Oregon laying 4.5. They won by 8 outright. Congratulations, everybody there. And then Arizona laying 9.5. We double dipped on the Wildcats yesterday with our biggest play of the day. Congratulations to everybody there as well. So a 2-1-1 day yesterday on my personal, 3-1 on premium plays. Taking a look at free plays so far on the week. They went 1-1 on Monday, 2-0 on Tuesday, 0-2 Wednesday, and 2-0 yesterday. However, on Monday, we lost the small one, the daily free consensus play. The free consensus plays this week are now 2-2. 2-2. The free premium and personal plays we've given out during the live shows are 3-1 this week. Not bad. 3-1 on the big plays we've given you guys absolutely free every single day. Not bad. and it's only going to get better. Got a big free play for you guys coming today, as well as our daily free play is already out there. Threw you guys a curveball throughout a NHL hockey play for everybody. Threw everybody a curveball with the daily free play video. If you want an NHL play, make sure you watch that video when you're done here. And do us a favor. When you're over there, guys, let me fix this frozen screen with the unflattering frozen screen. They're usually not flattering faces. Must be my ugly mug that's freezing them. When you watch our other video, make sure you guys give us a big thumbs up over there. Drop us a comment. It helps get that video trending on YouTube as well. Okay, it definitely helps us out when you guys do. So when you guys help us get our videos trending on YouTube, it does a lot of good things for us, which in return gives you guys a lot of good things for you guys. Okay, it allows us the capability to be able to give you guys a free UFC fight pick on every single UFC card. Free daily plays. The live shows went from no live shows to 1 day a week, to 3 days a week, to now 7 days a week. Picking up 5 Dimes as a presenting sponsor. A lot of great things to come as well in the works. Bringing you guys live odds. That's all because we're building the building blocks. And let me tell you, we've got a good master plan. Mr. Wing, thank you for jumping on board. I see you jumped on board 3 days of my personal plays. I have not sent out my personal plays yet. I'll be sending them out. If you're watching this live show, I'll be sending out my personal plays as soon as the live show is done, give or take 15, 20 minutes, they'll start going out. But I just gave you access to my game of the week. So for everybody that doesn't know, make any purchase today over $99 on the website. It has to be a package for $99 or more. No, you can't just go buy guaranteed Saturday on sale for $50 and the Sunday 50 play for $50 and then get my game of the week. It has to be a package for $99 or more, and then you'll get my game of the week free. So that's always a great thing there. So hell of a deal. Hell of a deal there. So anybody that wants it free, the option is there. And there's a link to it. Oh, hold on. I only posted half, only copied half, so there you go. I guess it's too long to post it all, so there you go, just like that. What's going on? For everybody that doesn't know, StatQuap 5050's new name is Nervous Guap 5150 because he's nervous every time he purchases a play. He's nervous for a big game every single time. So everybody give StatQuap a new warm welcome to his new name of Nervous Guap 5150, not 5050. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Christopher Bayer says, love that free video tennis play. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Mr. Torres, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week today. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Remember, no discussing the game of the week in the live chat if you have any questions about it. Discussing the game of the week in the live chat. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send us an email or send me an email, Kyle@cappersdirect.com, CD@cappersdirect.com. And you guys know that if I'm picking on you and teasing you, that means I like you. Mr. Brackens, thanks for jumping back on board 3 days of my plays. You'll also get my game of the week. I'm adding it to your account right now, sir. It's in your account now, Raymond. All you got to do is switch over to that, and you'll have access to my game of the week. And then, obviously, when I text out my personal plays here shortly, they will go out as well, and you'll be on the list as well, as always. Alrighty. Where'd my live chat go? Ryan, what's going on? Jamar, what's going on? Fast Freddy says, the dumpster fires are in action today. Do I need to stay away? Or you can jump on board and get on board and start hammering the books. Skip, what's going on, sir? Good morning, Skip. Ryan says, Oregon, I lose faith in them, and then boom. You know, I filmed the daily free play video, and I said we had a free play out on Oregon and that they were probably going to lose. And then I stopped looking. I gave up on them as well. I figured out Oregon's a doozy today. Oregon's a big loser, and we'll give up all hope on Oregon. And boom, they come back, and they get us a nice big victory yesterday. That was really nice. That was a nice surprise, I'm going to be honest with you folks. That was a nice surprise. Anytime you can get an extra little surprise, it's pretty nice. Alrighty, so let me get everything set up so that way we can start breaking down the games. Murray State definitely hung on strong for us. Good game. I know a lot of people ended up making money on that one and winning. I recorded it as a push. Game out at +3. And that's where they ended up. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Somehow, some way, we'll take it. Alrighty. Alrighty, getting everything up and running. That way we can start our breakdown. We're going to start with the Davidson and St. Bonaventure game for everybody. Alrighty. Fast Freddy, you had them at 5 and they still got it done. Yes, Chido. Thank you for reminding me, Chido. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, UFC tomorrow, guys. UFC tomorrow. Going to be a great card. Going to be an absolute great money-making card. If you guys are not aware, tomorrow's UFC there in New Mexico. You got Corey Anderson, John Blachowicz, Diego Sanchez facing off against Michel Pereira. That's the high-flying, acrobatic, crazy madman from Brazil. Montana De La Rosa, Romeo Barella fighting. Brock Reaver, Rodriguez Vargas, Roran, Ray Borg fighting. I mean, this is for a fight night 167 card. Ventana versus Mederosa. I mean, this is going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome card to watch. Tim Means fighting Daniel Rodriguez. Dobson fighting Nathaniel Wood. I mean, if you guys, Holtzman is fighting Jim Miller. I am absolutely jacked up. For the UFC event tomorrow. Macy Chyson facing off against Shanna Young, the 7-2 Young, the women's bantamweight. I think that's the second fight of the night. Mark De La Rosa versus Pavian to kick it off in the flyweight. If you guys are not on, FC is. We all know he had a bad event last week. He's been absolutely lights out on fire, and he's allowed to have one stumble every now and then, and that's what he had. And I talked to him. He's there today watching the weigh-ins. The weigh-ins are going on right now, and before we went live, he was waiting for a couple more people to weigh in, to do their official weigh-ins. Not the fan weigh-in, the one that's actually the real one, the one that actually matters for the media. Or not, well, for the media as well. He was waiting for that, and then he had to afterwards talk to a fighter to discuss the weight cut and how he felt afterwards. So UFC fight picks for Fight Night 167, they'll be on the website, I imagine, in the next hour and a half. The UFC will be on the website. I know they already have the mainframe on there. They just need to plug in his write-ups and the actual fight picks as soon as it's ready. Same thing with the Max fight pick. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. He's already talking about how big this one is, how big this event is. even though it's only a fight night, 167 as far as money making, how big it is. The way it's looking right now, don't hold me to this, but when I talked to him before we went live, I literally talked to him when I started the cameras. He called me. He called me literally right when I was starting up the cameras. So when I posted, we'll be live in a few short minutes. I was talking to FC, asking him what he had planned for the UFC today, so that way I could relay it to all the customers. Weight cut wasn't an extreme weight cut. Obviously, the max fight pick is a go. Then we have top fight pick. Yes, folks, he's going to have a top fight pick on this card, as well as regular fight picks as well. So this is definitely going to be a big card. Anytime he's got max fight pick, top fight pick, the parlays, those are all monster cards. So make sure you guys get on board for the actual card itself. If you're already on board for the max fight pick, that's fine. But make sure you get on board the UFC card. You're not going to want to miss it, because there's a top fight pick included as well as a fight pick. And the top fight pick is very similar to a max fight pick as well. All right, it's very similar to the level and strength of a fight pick as well. So don't miss out. $29.99 for the entire card. That gets you all of his fight picks. The top fight pick, not the max. The top fight picks, plays, lean, stay away recommendations, and all those juicy write-ups. $29.99. Skip, yes. Top fight pick is included in the card. As long as he has a top fight pick, it will always be included in the card. Top fight picks are included. The only one that's never not is the max fight pick. And if he ever does something special, like a big fight of the year type of thing, which he hasn't done. He hasn't done one yet. He's discussed it. There was a possibility that it would have happened, but he thought he had one before the big break, before the Christmas break, but it didn't pan out. Fast Freddy says, I weighed myself this morning. I need to cut back on the pizza and beer. Funny, I had pizza last night as well. Rio Rancho is about 8.5, 9 hours from Vegas. Cut off about a half hour for me if I'm coming from home because of being in Boulder City. DJ Wavy, what's going on? Good morning. Chapenny, you just signed up for Game of the Week. Fantastic. I do see that. Thank you for jumping on board. Mr. Thomas as well. Thank you for jumping on board my Game of the Week as well. Kappa 1911 in the house, jumping on board the Game of the Week. Thank you, sir. Remember, when you have multiple packages, if you're if you're using your mobile device, make sure you turn your phone sideways or your tablet sideways. And then scroll up, okay? Scroll up or scroll down to make the page move in the downward direction. Right next to your username, there's a small little box that has 4 little windows in it. Click on that box, okay? Click on that box. Then, once you click on that box, it takes you to your members dashboard area. Scroll down. And then from there, you'll see your access to the Game of the Week. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Kenny Wright says, Oregon Ducks, great call, Kyle. Love it. Thank you. TJ 100 grand, do you have XFL odds? On our website, no, we don't have any XFL odds. No XFL odds offered on our website. If it's something that becomes popular for betting-wise, as of right now, we haven't partaked in it. Not to say that we won't in the future, but as of right now, we're more spectators than anything. We're more spectators than anything. So as of right now, no. It's very expensive to be able to offer live odds. And to add another one, like the XFL, is even more expensive. It's not as popular yet. I know Caesars took in $10,000 total in wagers on the XFL for the first weekend. That's it. They actually was just under 10,000. So until wagering gets more popular with it, we won't offer it on our website for the live odds service. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, I'm back. Fast Freddy, when will the UFC card and max fight pick be posted? I was told roughly 45 minutes to an hour. They have until I think they have another hour or 2 hours to be able to weigh in. So as soon as the weigh-in's concluded, they'll get sent back in, and then the website guys will update it for FC. But I would imagine in about an hour, hour and a half. James, did I miss the premium deal? 6 days for the price of 3. Yes, that expired yesterday. But they have another deal today. If you spend $99 or more on a package, you will receive my game of the week for free. So you still get 3 days, but you get my game of the week. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Also, James, I see they just sent you an email as well, so check your email as well. Lou, what's the Yale line? Well, no offense, Lou, but I'm not an odds service. You want to get odds? Feel free to go check out our website. We've got live odds updated on our website. Here you go. Here's a direct link to it. Feel free to go that. But no offense, but I'm not a live odds service for everybody here. All right, so let's get this show on the road. Greg, that is amazing. Since 10/8/2019, you lost 149 pounds. I wish you could have pizza. I probably need to cut off the pizza so I could lose 49 pounds. I'll be honest. I probably need to lose at least 30. I could definitely use a little less than 30 pounds taken off, or right around there, I'm sure. All right, so let's get these good breakdowns on the road and get it started for everybody. Let me hit the refresh button for our live odds up and running. Terry Bass, I think I was 149 at birth. Yeah, same here. Same here. Yeah, Greg, that is amazing, though. That's awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear. All right. Live odds are refreshed, ready to rock, ready to roll. Taking a look at what we've got on the board today. It's going to be a good day today. I know a lot of people are not fans of Ivy League days and Friday college basketball. Other people shy away from it, and I absolutely love it. No early games today. Well, I think there's 7 p.m. Eastern time, if that counts as an early game. I think there's one 6:30 Eastern time game. It's an added game. The Buffalo and Toledo game is the only technically early game at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Other than that, they're all after 7 p.m. In order to get on the game of the week, you need to be signed up by 7 p.m. as well. Why do I like them, Shane? Well, first of all, a lot of people struggle with understanding and handicapping, Ivy League and some of the smaller programs. That's where we make some of our best money. That's where we make some of our biggest moves, is on days where other people struggle. And days like today are, generally where we excel when it comes to college hoops. Anybody can handicap a Duke under. Duke under in every game. There you go. Free play for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Anybody is capable to understand, some of the big schools and the bigger conferences and the big mismatchups in talent or coaching level. But when you've got, two teams like Davidson or St. Bonaventure, I'll be honest with you, most people couldn't name the coaches Mark Schmidt, for St. Bonaventure or Bob McKillop for Davidson. Most don't know the in-depth, detailed workings of those programs and where they recruit their kids, et cetera, unless they're one of the bigger programs that actually make it into the tournament or one of the smaller programs that make it into the tournament and make it to a spotlight like making a Sweet 16 for Loyola of Illinois a couple years ago. So a lot of people don't understand those schools, how they work, how to handicap them, the advantages that certain teams have over others, and coaching styles, or access to, the great stats and information, not just the trends that are out there. Anybody can find trends on any team. Oh, this team is, yada, yada, yada against the spread in this situation. What game was that yesterday? And I'm not picking or making fun of anybody or putting anybody down, but in yesterday's live show, somebody was like, oh, this team's 13-4 against the spread, or 17-4 against the spread on the road in this situation or something. I think it was Wichita State. Well, that may have panned out and that may have worked. I think it was a situation game. That may have worked out, but, the general public has access to that information. But the general public doesn't have access to the information that you really need to be able to feel extremely confident in certain teams. St. Bonaventure's 2-foul participation, 11.5%. Davidson, 4.2%. So, whereas, like you said, a lot of people don't understand or have access to the right information for the smaller schools or the smaller programs or the Ivy Leagues. So they stay away from it, and in all those scenarios. So everybody has access to the public information that's out there. Not everybody has access to the real stuff that will always matter. So give me 1 second. Okay. James, I just seen your order came in, and I'll get that taken care of as well for you. I did see your email come in as well. I'll take care of that as well. Alrighty, so it's just personal preference. Anybody in my eyes, can handicap Virginia and Duke and go look at history and trends and see that usually every single time they play each other, the game goes over. Yet every other game for Duke generally trends towards the under. So anybody has the capability to do those. Yes, Thomas, you got the extra 3 days. As far as the fight, the Wilder fight, I don't have any any juice on that fight, I might make a bet, on one aspect of it, but not my focus is on FC's UFC this weekend. My focus is on his big UFC this weekend. And don't forget, you can get on his max fight pick. If you're not on his max fight pick, you can get on his max fight pick. $25 guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. Shapenny, anything special for March Madness? Of course. Last year's March Madness package was insane on what they gave away. They gave away premium plays or personal plays. They gave away the NHL. They gave away all kinds of stuff. If you bought early, you got the NCAA National Championship game for free, that guaranteed game, much like we did with the football package as well, with the football package as well. But yeah, it'll be out soon. I promise it'll be out soon. Not too soon, but in the next couple weeks we'll start talking about it. But it's maybe if you guys want it early, I'll offer it early, and it's definitely a good one. It's action packed for people that are going to be in Vegas. And what I'll do, I know I was going to say I was going to do that in the next week or two. So for everybody that's watching, first of all, we're going to start the game day breakdowns here in just a second. But for March Madness, I'm going to send out an email to everybody on our website. If you don't have an account on on our website, send me a message on Twitter. Send me a message. Send me a DM on Twitter at CapNationKyle. Send us an email, Kyle@CappersDirect.com or CD@CappersDirect.com. Let me know if you're coming to Vegas. Trying to get a little head count. That way we can try and get something planned for one of the days for March Madness. And there's a direct link to my Twitter. So if you're not on our website, if you don't have an account on our website, that's fine. Send me a DM on Twitter. We're gonna do something at one point during March Madness. Where we're hanging out somewhere. One of the books. We'll do something. So I need to find out roughly how many people. That way we know how much space that we're gonna need. So either way, it'll be a definite good time as well. So. All right, so hold on one second. Hold on, I know you're in. I know Aaron Gore will be there. I think Alex from LA is coming up, or he generally comes up. I don't know, Jose, if you're watching. I know you came out last year as well. We hung out for a little bit. We got a chit chat last year when you came out. All right, so let's get these game day breakdowns on the road. We've been live for about an hour. A lot of barbershop talk, which I love, but I know a lot of you guys are here for the juice, the breakdowns, and all of that. So I'll send out an email later today about March Madness, and we'll start gauging everybody for March Madness. We'll start that now. I'll start sending out some emails maybe once a week just to get everybody up and running. Shapendi, you're in. I love it. For everybody that will be coming, it's gonna be a good time. So, all right. So we're gonna start with Davidson and St. Bonaventure, guys. If you're looking for the game number on this one, first of all, there's not many games on the board. All right, not many games on the board. Here's a direct link to live odds, what I'm looking at, so that way you guys can see it. If you guys want to follow along, getting live real-time odds, which no other handicapping service offers you guys. There's a couple services out there that offer odds on their website. They're scraped XML feeds from other places. They're extremely delayed. They're not accurate. These are live, real time. When it changes in the books, you guys are being notified on our website instantly. All right. So game 865, 866, Davidson, St. Bonaventure, guys. St. Bonnie opened up as a 4-point favorite. It's still hovering around 4. However, the MGM property has it at 4.5. Total opened up at 130.5. It's still sitting right around 129.5. It's dropped about a point in this contest. If you're taking a look at the money line on this one, St. Bonnie laying $1.85. Davidson plus 155, all the way up to plus 165, depending on where you're looking. First of all, guys, when you're taking a look at the Wildcats, that is Davidson, all right? Bob McKillop and his program, they're 12-11 on the year. They're 6-5 in conference play, that Atlantic 10 conference. They've won 2 out of their last 3 games against Massachusetts and Fordham. However, they did suffer that 11-point loss against VCU last Friday. But they did just win their last one against Fordham on this last Tuesday, just a couple days ago. Just on the 11th, they beat them 79-49. They absolutely smashed Fordham by 30 points. Killer points. Killer game if you were on Davidson for that one. Joseph, thank you, sir, for jumping on board my game of the week. I know you're watching, so thank you as well. James, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week as well. The other James, we got a lot of James. We got Mr. Thomas, don't need to say everybody's names, but all the Jameses, as well as everybody else, thanks for jumping on board as well. So, Davidson, they're trying to get back, trending in the right direction. They had a 3-game losing streak at the end of December, early January. They've snapped out of that. They had a 3-game win streak in the middle of January before they met George Washington. And here they are, guys, against St. Bonaventure, and definitely looking for a monster road win. And first of all, like I like to do with any breakdown, if you're taking a look at the road team, let's take a look. How do they perform on the road? Well, first, instantly, you're going to see they lost to VCU and George Washington. George Washington, not just in overtime, not just in double, triple, but in 4 OT, they lost 107-104 in quadruple overtime on the road. The fact that they actually took it to overtime on the road, they took it to 4 OT, we'll count it as a victory as far as how we credit it for how a team plays on the road. Fordham, again, they beat Fordham on the road. And they beat them by 12 points on the road, 30 at home. They also, before that, had 3 straight losses on the road. Vanderbilt, Duquesne, and Rhode Island all beat them on their own on the road. They beat Loyola Chicago on the road. They beat Northeastern on the road. They had a neutral site win over Fairfield on the road. Other than that, this is a Davidson team that has absolutely struggled in the first part of the season on the road. Okay, they are coming off 2 straight road losses. However, one of them was that quadruple overtime loss as well. So when you're taking a look at St. Bonaventure, guys, the St. Bonaventure Bonnies, guys, Mark Schmidt, he's got his Atlantic 10 conference team absolutely dialed in and rolling. They're 17-8 on the year. They're 9-3 in that Atlantic 10 conference, guys. They've won 5 straight, beating Fordham, George Mason, George Washington, Duquesne, and St. Joseph's on Tuesday, who they just beat by 18 points on the road. All right, they've played their last 2 games on the road, both victories, beating Duquesne 83-80, and that big win over St. Joseph's as well. Here they are. They get to finally come home for 3 straight games. 4 out of their next 6 games. 4 out of their final 6 games are all at home. Can you believe that? We just said that 6 games. 6 games. College basketball is winding down, folks. We're in the nitty-gritty. We're in the time period where other handicappers struggle. When the lines get tight and the books get tight and Vegas gets stingy, your average handicapper loses and gets his ass handed to him. This is where we excel. As people have posted before, your college basketball is dialed in. Damn straight it is. Joe Dirt, thank you, sir, for jumping on board my game of the week. Always glad to have you with me, brother. Always glad. You've been with us for off and on for a very long time, so it's always glad to have you with us. So we're dialed in. This is a time frame where a lot of people struggle. Add in the Atlantic 10 Conference. Add in the Ivy Leagues. Add in Friday college hoops. This is when a lot of people will struggle and we excel. All right? So, diving more in depth. First of all, the Bonnies play at the Riley Center, 5,780 fans. Small. However, it's got a 3.5 home court ranking for the Bonnies. Makes it the 88th toughest place to play in all of Division I. We're going to give a 1.5, possibly 2-point advantage just for the Bonnies playing at home. And the fact that Davidson struggles at the on the road, that's a solid 2 points at home. Okay? They're laying 4. If this was a neutral site game, St. Bonaventure would probably be laying 2. If it was a neutral site game. Okay, but here they are. They're at home. Shane says, I believe this game is more important for the Bonnies trying to keep pace with Rhode Island. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. This is always an important game. They've got 6 games remaining. Every single one is important. Every single one is important to keep pace. 9-3 in conference play. They've got a great start. Now they need to finish strong. Taking a look at both programs side by side. Henry, thank you for jumping on board my game of the week. We're absolutely going to pound it, brother. Glad to have you with me. One second. There we go. But taking a look at both programs, first of all, Davidson's offense. They are a very, very, very efficient offense. I'm going to be honest with you. Davidson's offense is very efficient. Okay? They actually have the 35th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies in all of Division I. They shoot the ball exceptionally well. They knock down threes. They convert their 2-point plays. They hit their free throws. Shoot excellent from the field. Offensive rebounding, it lacks and it struggles. St. Bonnie, not bad either. So when it comes to offense, slight edge towards Davidson when it comes to offense. When it comes to defense, right off the top, very, very, very similar. All right, very similar. However, if you're going to go based off adjusted efficiencies, obviously St. Bonaventure has the advantage, but not by much. They come in with the 130th best defense in all of Division I. Davidson coming in at 161, so not much separating the two there. To be honest, not much separating the two teams there. Okay? When you're taking a look at both programs, Davidson hitting 53.2% from the field. Remember, you also have to compare how these teams are doing in conference play as well. Conference play, that number dropped to 52.5%. They're hitting 36.5% of all their 3 balls. That number stayed the same in conference play. They're converting 52% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. That number dropped 2% down to 50% in conference play. They're converting 77% of all their free throws. However, when Davidson's in conference play in that Atlantic 10 conference, that number's up 1% to 78%. They are the number 1 free throw shooting team and the number 1 3-ball shooting team in the Atlantic 10 conference. They are a dangerous team from offense. However, they're going to go up against the St. Bonnie's defense that has struggled. That has struggled to defend the 3, struggled to defend the down low. Teams have been shooting excellent on St. Bonaventure. However, they've been shooting a little bit better and just enough to get the job. They beat St. Joseph 74-56. They had a 3-point victory against Duquesne. They beat George Washington 72-47. A 9-point victory over George Mason 74-65. 62-55 overtime victory over Fordham. They held it very close to Rhode Island. They ended up losing by 6 to Rhode Island. They lost by 26 to Dayton in a game that they absolutely got demolished. VCU smashed them, beating them 91-63. They've had a lot of close games as well as blowouts. Okay, taking a look at St. Bonnie, they're hitting 49% from the field. That number actually is up over a full percent in conference play. Their numbers have gotten better in conference play. All year long, they're hitting 34% of all their 3-point attempts. That number's up to 35%, just a point and a half. Just a 1.5% off of Davidson, and they're the number 1 shooting 3-point team in their conference. They're hitting 48% of all their 2-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk, that number increased a full percent in conference play. They're a 74% free throw shooting team. Both of these teams limit turnover, 16.9% for Davidson, 17.6% for the Bonnies. St. Bonaventure, an excellent offensive rebounding team, 32.1%. They're the 54th best offensive rebounding team in Division I. They're the 3rd in their conference. Davidson right behind them at 4th in their conference. 2 foul participation, both participate, but not enough for it to be an advantage for either team. 11.5% for St. Bonaventure, 4.2% for Davidson. Height advantage, no real height advantage. Both go to the bench for over 25%, 25% for Davidson, 29% for St. Bonaventure. This is where Davidson relies on their three ball, 38.8%. Almost 40% of their total points, guys, come from out deep. Almost 40%. If St. Bonaventure wants to be able to get the job done, walk away with a very tough victory today, myself personally, they're going to have to defend the three ball. If they don't defend Davidson's three, they're going to get hurt. If they can't defend the three, and they haven't really been able to defend the three lately, but if they can't, then watch out. Watch out for Davidson. But I think they can today. Myself personally on this game, I think this is a close game. I really do think this is a close game. For this one, I see it two ways. You either have to take Davidson plus the 4, or you have to take St. Bonaventure on the money line minus 185. I think this is a more important game for St. Bonaventure. I think they're trending in the right direction by winning 5 straight. They've also won 9 out of their last 12 games. Davidson, they've won 2 out of their last 3. One of them happened to be Fordham. The other happened to be Massachusetts. 2 gimme games. So, for this one, I go back and forth. You're either going to take Davidson plus the 4, or you're going to take St. Bonaventure on the money line. To me personally, I would take the money line. I'd take the money line with St. Bonaventure. That's who I lean towards. As far as the lean goes, St. Bonnie on the money line. I know it's a little high. That's why it's a lean. But if I was going to be doing anything on this game, it would be that. Great job yesterday, Robert. You predicted a couple winners. So, next breakdown coming up. Let me close this one out. We'll get another one up and running for everybody. Next one coming up, we'll touch the early game, Buffalo at Toledo. Savage Arena there in Toledo, Ohio. Going to have that one coming up. Always a good time to have Cappers Nation live. Appreciate everybody that tunes in with us. First of all, if you're new to our channel, welcome. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We go live 7 days a week, 365 days a year putting out content. Always glad to have everybody with us. So if you're new to our YouTube channel, take 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every single time we drop a video. Doesn't matter if it's a live show like this or pre-recorded, like our daily free play video, you will be notified. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. When you're done with that, take 1 more second out of your day. Give us a big thumbs up on the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We certainly appreciate it when you do. Helps get our video trending on YouTube. Eternal, no, nothing on the UFC has been posted yet. Nothing has been posted yet. Probably another 45 minutes to an hour before it gets posted. So again, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. Help get our video trending on YouTube. Hit the share button. Share it on your social media. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. Just get the word out. All right, next breakdown coming up. Buffalo at Toledo. All right, Buffalo at Toledo. You have to scroll down and you'll have to see the ride-in games, the extra games. Let me hit the refresh button. Make sure that we get the most current live odds on this game. Toledo opened up, guys, as a 2-point favorite. They're now laying 2.5. 5 Dimes, the Westgate, DraftKings, MGM, the D Casino, Caesars, Stations, Properties, Bovada, and BetDSI, all at 2.5. Total opened up at 163.5. The total opened up high, 163.5. It's dropped 9 points to 154.5. Actually, 9.5 points at the MGM, the D Casino, all have it at 154. So look for your book to also be dropping that line as well. Robert says this Buffalo game is tricky. Taking a look, guys, at the Buffalo Bulls, 15-9 on the year. Jim Whitesell, he's got his program coming off of a two-game losing streak. They lost to Bowling Green in Eastern Michigan. They just bounced back with a big win over Central Michigan, a team that they've already beaten on the year. They beat them twice. Okay, the first time they beat them 86-67. The second time they just beat them by 5 at home, 65-60. In that game, they're 6-5 in conference play. The Mid-American Conference, guys, if you're not aware, they've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. With their other loss to Kent State, their only wins coming away by Akron, who they beat by 3 on the road, as well as Central Michigan at home. As always, this is the road team you want to take a look at. How do they perform on the road? First of all, they lost their last game to Eastern Michigan, 66-62. They did beat Akron. They did beat Central Michigan and Miami of Ohio. They did lose to Ball State on the road. They had a win over DePaul, a loss against Vanderbilt on the road as well. They went 3-1 on neutral site games, beating Harvard, Towson, and Missouri State early in the year, tournament games during Thanksgiving time, with their only loss coming to UConn in a neutral site game. So as far as Buffalo goes, can they play on the road? Absolutely. They can definitely play away from their home court of the Alumni Arena, where they actually get a decent home court advantage, but playing on the road, they definitely have taken it to a couple teams. Now, the Toledo Rockets, guys, they're 12-13 on the year. 12-13 on the year, and they're 4-8 in conference play. All right, they're 4-8 in conference play. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. They're coming off of a win over Miami of Ohio, who they beat 65-57. But before that, they lost 5 straight games. They lost to Bowling Green, Kent State, Eastern Michigan, Northern Illinois, and the last one was Bowling Green. They're home and away. They lost by 6 points in their first game at home to Bowling Green. They tried getting the revenge on the road. They ended up losing by 2, 85-83 in a very high-scoring game there. Take a look at both programs, guys. When you're taking a look at both programs side by side, first of all, Toledo comes in with the better offense based on adjusted efficiencies. The Buffalo team, all right, the way they shoot, I don't know how they have 15 wins on the season. They're 15-9 on the year, and they're 6-5 in conference play, and they have quality wins. They've beaten Harvard, they've beaten Towson, Missouri State, William & Mary, DePaul, Canisius, Niagara, St. Bonaventure, Miami of Ohio in conference play, Ohio, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Akron, and Central Michigan again. For the conference that they play in, they actually have some quality wins, but they are an absolute dumpster fire when it comes to protecting the ball, shooting the ball. Yet, they've got some great wins. Okay? First of all, they're hitting 49% from the field. They are an excellent offensive rebounding team. They are the number 9 offensive rebounding team in the entire country. 36.1% of all their rebounds, offensive rebounds. Conference play, they have dominated their conference when it comes to offensive rebounds. The Mid-American Conference, they own the offensive rebounds. Their numbers actually went up from number 9 at 36.1% overall for the entire Division 1. They're 36.3% number 1 in their division. They're hitting 30.7% from out deep. They're converting just under 51% of all their 2-point plays. And they are a dumpster fire when it comes to shooting from the charity stripe at 67%. Hell, even in conference play, that number only went up to 67.8%. They turn the ball over a high number, 19.5% of the time. All right? They rely on the three-pointer for 30% of their total points. 54 to 55% are all 2-point plays. Luckily, they only rely on free throws for 15% because they can't knock them down. Toledo, on the other hand, they're converting 52% from the field. They convert 37.6% of all their three-point attempts. They are the number 19 three-ball shooting team in all of Division I. In conference play, they're the number 2 in their division, hitting 38.5%. However, they'll be going up against a Buffalo defense that's actually decent at defending the three ball. Buffalo's defense does something good. They defend the three ball exceptionally well, holding teams to 31.3% shooting. Toledo's converting 48% of all their two-point plays. So one category that they lack, down low. They're converting 73% of all their free throws. From the charity stripe in conference play, just over 74%. Justice, absolutely. Thank you for jumping on board. The game of the week, we're definitely going to get the money on that one as well. 2 foul participation. Huge advantage, Buffalo. Well, I'm not going to say huge advantage because Buffalo participates. Buffalo in the 2 foul participation, 19%. Toledo, 43.2%. So that is a huge advantage right there. But the fact that Buffalo actually participates 19% of the time as well kind of mitigates part of that advantage. Not all of it, just a small part. 40% is a huge number. 43% is a huge number. Height advantage, definite height advantage. Almost 2 full inches on average per player coming from Toledo. Toledo is a much bigger team, no doubt about it. Toledo doesn't go to the bench very much. 18.4% of the time. 25.5% for Buffalo. Toledo relies on that 3-ball. The 3-ball, the 3-ball, the 3-ball, the 3-ball. 37.2%. And free throw shooting, 20%. Which they'll definitely make you pay. They will definitely make you pay. As far as this one goes, Buffalo losing their last road game. Take a look at Toledo. Their home court advantage, 3.1 score. Makes it the 164th toughest place to play at the Savage Arena. It's not very savage when you've got a home court score of 3.1. You're going to give a point. You're going to give a full point for a home court advantage. This was a neutral site game. Toledo would be laying 2. 1.5 maybe. Square 707, what's going on? So as far as this one goes, I like the dog. And I think Buffalo keeps it close. I'm going to go against our system here. Our system actually has Toledo winning by 4. But I don't think it's right today. I like Buffalo plus the 2.5. I think they get a big victory. I don't love it enough to want to bet it, especially on the money line. I'd rather take the 2.5 points. Square 707, go with the system. I go against the system all the time, let me tell you. I can promise you this. Our system yesterday did not have Oregon covering the spread. The system is just numbers based on adjusted efficiencies piled into a system. However, I do like the over of 154 as well. So I do lean towards the over as well. Over 154. I don't think it goes over by a lot. Not a country mile over. But I do think that we see it go over by 5 to 6 points. I think we get to the 160. Barely, 159, 160-ish. So I do lean towards the dog who absolutely can't shoot, and the over in this one. Alrighty, time to get another game breakdown rolling. Let me get everything refreshed here. Next one that we're going to touch, we're going to jump into that Ivy League. Yale and Princeton for everybody. Justice, thanks for jumping on board the game of the week. Glad to have everybody tuning in live. No, not really. Robert Allen says 154 means both teams would have pretty much a little go wrong on offense. You know, when it goes to totals, one thing that you guys don't pay much attention to, I'm going to assume, is one, pace of play, the average length of possession, and two foul participation. First of all, Buffalo is the third fastest team on possessions length in all of Division I. They average 14.7 seconds per possession. Toledo, they're not that slow either. They're right at the average at 17.5 seconds per possession. So between both teams, you're getting more possessions. That's one of the reasons why, and I talk about this all the time, this is one of the reasons why fast-paced teams have horrible numbers. Fast-paced teams generally have worse numbers. However, it's those extra possessions that get them the points needed to win. So if they have a slightly above average for what their average is shooting day, they're putting up even more points than what we're used to. That's where a lot of people go wrong when it comes to finding a total. The other aspect that almost nobody pays attention to, because the general public just doesn't have access to, is two foul participation. If you guys are not aware, two foul participation is a huge determining factor when it comes to totals. The fact that Toledo's head coach will allow black acid, that is one that will show it. Absolutely. The fact that Toledo's coach, his style, will allow his players to play up to 43% of the playing time, remaining in the first half with two fouls. Buffalo at 19%. What that means, one of those kids picks up two fouls. If Willie Jackson picks up two fouls for Toledo, Dylan Alderson picks up two fouls. If one of these kids picks up two fouls, Luke Knapp, their big man, they're 6'11", he picks up two fouls early in the first half. Do you really think he's going to be swatting at loose balls, diving for loose balls, stepping in to potentially take a charge, a borderline charge, and risk that third foul over a sloppy play? Absolutely not. So this is what pushes totals over. It allows easier buckets for a fast-paced team that's the third fastest in Division I. The reason why Buffalo's numbers are so horrid is because of the pace of play. The faster they go, the more mistakes they have. The reason why they turn the ball over 19.5% of the time. So that's where a lot of people don't pay attention to. All right, so next game day breakdown. Yale, Princeton, coming right up. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, televised on ESPN News at the Jodwin Gymnasium. Matt Bailey, what's going on? Thank you, sir. Absolutely. They make a lot of mistakes, as Black Acid Blood just said, when these college kids pick up fouls and they're still left in there playing early in the first half with 2 fouls. They make mistakes and they play soft. 1,000%. This is a huge number that we always factor into the equation. So, Yale, Princeton, coming up, guys, with the game day breakdown. If you guys want to follow along and you want to have access to live real-time odds, just head to our website. I'll post a link directly to it. Here's a live access to real live odds, guys. They're updated within 15 seconds, not minutes. 15 seconds, brought to you guys absolutely free on our website as a courtesy. If you guys are new to our channel, first of all, welcome. I do see a lot of new names popping in on a daily basis. Welcome. We welcome everybody here. So take 1 second out of your day. If you're brand new to our channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. We're going to continue breaking down some games for everybody. So hit that subscribe button right down below. When you're done with that, tap that little bell. That way you get notified each and every single time we drop a video, live or pre-recorded. We go live 7 days a week, or 7 days a week. Robert Allen, he's got $3,000. Nope, I've got much more than that on my game of the week. But thanks for trying to answer for me. We go live 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Saturday and Sundays, dark and early, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tomorrow's Saturday, guys. So our live show scheduled tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 Pacific. Dark and early. I know you guys are tired. I know I'm tired. But we bring you guys the live show in the morning. All right, we bring you guys the live show bright and early when your other handicapper's sleeping off his hangover or his little coke habit or his little meth habit. We be bringing you guys the juice. You meant 30 grand? No, I don't put 30 grand on a game of the week. I'll have about a stack, which for everybody that doesn't know, right around 10K. Got a busy week. I got my game of the week. Tomorrow we've got Guaranteed Saturday. That will actually be posted on the website here in a little bit, believe it or not. Guaranteed Saturday will be posted on the website here in a little bit as well. So you guys get to definitely double dip Guaranteed Saturday as well. Danny D-Rock, we definitely bring the juice. Definitely bring the juice. All right, guys, let's take a look. We're going to talk about the 17-5 Yale Bulldogs and the 10-9 Princeton Tigers, guys. Taking a look at the odds on this one. You don't have to drop too far on the odds page, guys. It's the third down from the top, all right? Game 855, 856. Yale opening up as a 3.5-point favorite. Believe it or not, this line is actually surprisingly dropped. Yale laying 3.5 on the road against Princeton. These two teams, generally speaking, play each other tough based on history. Total on this one opened up at 137. The total on this is now down. It's dropped a full point to 136. In this contest, guys, this is a 7 p.m. Eastern time game. 7 p.m. Eastern time game. It will be televised on national television. When these guys played last year, they played in March of last year, a conference tournament game, March 16th, if you guys remember. Yale beat them 83-77. These two teams generally will play each other extremely tough. Yes, Aaron 5 Dimes got the reduced juice, no doubt about it. It's always a great factor right there. Yale laying 3.5 instantly. When it first jumps out at you, you're like, wow, that's interesting. Why? They should definitely be a bigger favorite than that. All right, they definitely opened up as a bigger favorite than that. Is the money coming in on Princeton, or is Vegas giving us the typical reverse line movement that we see all the time? So let's dive in depth. First of all, we're going to take a look at the money aspect in this one because obviously, I mean, I think the line is off. I think Yale should actually be favored by more than what they are. The money is on Yale, and we're seeing a lot, a nice big reverse line movement on this one. Money's coming in on Yale. 62% of the money's coming in on Yale. 38% on Princeton. Yet that line's dropped. A full point. Shane says the Ivy League makes me tired. Still listening though. Ivy League definitely can bore some people, no doubt about it. And That's the Ivy League. We'll definitely make some money on it, though. So typical reverse line movement by Vegas happening. That's most notable on this one. All right, let's take a look at the Bulldogs, guys. 17-5 on the year. They're 5-1 in conference play, guys. They're in the Ivy League. James Jones got his team rolling. They did just lose to Harvard, if you guys don't remember. They did just lose to Harvard. Harvard on the 7th. They lost by a single point at home. They lost 78-77 in that game. That gave them their first and only loss in conference play. All right. Other than that, they have bounced back since. They had a nice 18-point victory over Dartmouth on last Saturday. They have not played in almost a full week, guys. But before that, they had 6 straight wins. All right. 6 straight wins. And actually, what was it? 2, 4, 6, 7. They've won 13 out of the last 14. 14 out of their last 16 games. With their only losses coming to Harvard by a single point and North Carolina, who they almost beat on the road. Now, I know North Carolina is not the normal North Carolina team that we're used to seeing, year in and year out. They're actually a losing program this year at 10-14. But they actually hung tough with North Carolina on the road. And they ended up losing by 3, 70-67, playing there at the Dean E. Smith Center. So they gave North Carolina a definite run for their money. Their other loss came to Penn State. They lost by 2 points. They lost by a single bucket. All right. They lost to Oklahoma State by 7. They lost to San Francisco by 5 in overtime. Their losses have been extremely small differentials. All right. Take a look at Princeton. 10-9. They started out the year 0 for everything. All right, they lost their first 5 games. They lost 7 out of their first 8 games, with their only win out of their first 8 games coming against Bucknell. They went 1 for 7. Then they rattled off 2 straight wins over Iona and Fairleigh Dickinson. They lost to Hofstra. They just rattled off 6 straight wins from December 29th to February 1st, losing to Cornell on February 8th. They're 5-1 in conference play. Now, Princeton's record for where they started at 10-9 on the year. They went 1-7, and here they are, 10-9. They're 5-1 in conference play. Fast Freddy said they lost on a missed foul shot to tie the game with 1 second to go. Choke. So here they are. I think this is going to be a tough battle. You've got a Princeton team, guys. Mitch Henderson, they started out absolutely horrendous. 1-7. They've completely flipped their entire season around. Okay, they've gone 9-2 since their 8th game of the year. They're going to be going up against a tough Yale team. Now, Princeton playing at home. The Jadwin Gymnasium. Small, 6,854 fans. No home court advantage, 2.1. All right, no home court advantage. Not even a half a point. Okay, maybe a half a point because they got to sleep in their own bed. Yale traveling from New Haven, Connecticut down into New Jersey. Taking a look at Princeton, how they've played at home. Since their home loss to Hofstra back on December 19th, they have defended their home court perfectly. They beat Lehigh 71-62. They beat Penn 63-58. Rutgers Camden, obviously that's a gimme game. They beat Dartmouth in a smasher 66-44. And they survived Harvard, beating them 70-69. So definitely when you take a look at record-wise and you throw out the first half, you're going to think competitive. Taking a look at offenses. Very similar numbers. The difference in this game is going to be the defense of one of the teams. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Offense. Yale comes in with the 82nd best offense based on our system with adjusted efficiencies. Princeton comes in slightly better than that at 78. Believe it or not, based on adjusted efficiencies. We'll go over how each team's shooting and all of that. Yale's exceptional 3-ball shooting. Both teams can knock down free throws. Offensive rebounding lacks by both teams. We'll discuss that and we'll discuss the offense. Where this game is going to be won I believe it will be with the defense of Yale. Yale's defense is exceptional. They come in with the 43rd best defense based on adjusted efficiencies. They've got the number 1 defense in the Ivy League as well. Princeton, not that far off when it comes to the Ivy League. Not many schools to compete against. As far as Division I averages, near the bottom. So, taking a look. Yale hitting 54.5% from the field. They convert 37.8% of all their 3 balls. They're actually the 18th best 3-point shooting team in all of Division I. That number is up to 42.1% in conference play. Number 1. Princeton number 2 at 38%. What's going on, Randy C? Yale, 52.8% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. They convert 71% from the charity stripe. Princeton hitting 53% from the field. That number's up to 56% in conference play. They hit 34.4% of all their 3 balls. 38% in conference play. Convert 55.2% of all their 2-point plays. In conference play, all year long, that number's even better at 54.5%. They convert 70.2% of all their free throws. Conference play, that number's in the 69 percentile. 2 foul participation. Both participate, more so Princeton than Yale, but not a big number. Not a big number. 22.8% 2 foul participation for Princeton. 13.1% for Yale. Height advantage, half-inch height advantage on average for Yale. Not a big deal. Both go to the bench for over 20% of the playing time. 21% for Yale. 31% for Princeton. Both of these teams rely on the 3 ball. Yale relying on it for 37%. Princeton 34%. However, Princeton has stepped up their defense when it comes to conference play. All year long, Princeton has been a dumpster fire when it comes to defending the 3 ball. However, when they entered conference play, it's really where their season turned around. I know I got a frozen screen. Started out the year 1-7, then they went 9-2. They've altered the course of their season, and it's been with defense. And this is a number a lot of people don't see. Princeton is the number 1 team at defending the 3 ball in the Ivy League. Yes, they've only played 6 games. But in the 6 games that they have played, they're holding teams to 26.4% shooting from out deep. Yale's the number 1 shooting team, number 1 3-point shooting team in the Ivy League, going up against the number 1 3-ball defense. That's about the only stat that Princeton has on defense, is limiting teams to 26.5% from out deep. Can they stop Yale? Well, no team has yet. No team has yet. So as far as this game goes, I'm off this game. I'm not on it. I don't have any money on this game. No premium play, no personal play. Princeton scares me. We've won some money on them. They seem to fall behind early, and it's been a battle when we do bet them. They battle to get back. They battle to get back to where they need to be. I'm not a fan of putting my money on Princeton for the sole fact that every single time that we have bet them, they've always had to come from behind, and a few times we've lost. It's just the way that they play. But they've definitely turned their program around. But they're going to be going up against a tough program in Yale, guys. The Yale Bulldogs, they haven't had to turn anything around. Since they've lost the 2 games straight back in November, they haven't had back-to-back losses. They've played exceptional on the road, beating Howard, Brown, a very tough North Carolina team, beating Clemson on the road, Massachusetts and OT, Lehigh, Albany on the road. Bucknell and Western Michigan were neutral site games. So as far as this one goes, I like Yale. I think the line is off. I think the line should have been closer to 5.5. Not where it's at. But by being where the line is at, Yale laying 3.5, the money line on this one at 5 dimes minus 165. I like Yale. I don't have any money on it. But if I was going to bet it, I would definitely take the minus 165 on the money line. I think the 165 on the money line is a bargain. I think we've got some reverse line movement. 62% of the money's coming in on Yale, yet that line is dropping. They're begging you to take Princeton. They're begging you to make you think that everybody's team Princeton when it's the exact opposite, when the money's on Yale, the big money's on Yale. Aaron, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week. Gary, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week as well as Derek. Thank you guys for jumping on board my game of the week as well. So lean on this one, Yale on the money line, minus 165. Don't forget, guys, they do have that package where you can get 5 days of premium plays or 5 days of my personal plays. You get my guaranteed game of the week today. You get guaranteed Saturday tomorrow. And that big Sunday play all for $250. Hell of a deal right there. And you can pick premium plays or personal plays right on the website. 10:55, we're going to do another game day breakdown for everybody. Do another game day breakdown for everybody. The next one that we're going to do the Manhattan and Iona game. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, New Rochelle, New York, the Heinz Athletic Center. This is the next breakdown coming up. Manhattan and Manhattan and Iona. If you're looking for the game number on this one, you'll have to scroll towards the bottom. It's game 871, 872. If you're new to our YouTube channel and you want to have access to live odds, real-time odds, not delayed, here you go, right on our website. There's a direct link to it. Live, real-time odds. Mr. Watson, what's going on, sir? Thanks for joining us. Shane says Manhattan with the points. So, while we get everything up and running here, first of all, 82 people in here, fantastic. Nice little live show for us today, nice little live crowd. If you're new to the YouTube channel, if you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. We go live 7 days a week, 365 days a year putting out content. We will be live again tomorrow. 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, dark and early in the morning. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tap that little bell right next to it. And then when you're done with that, do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. We certainly do as well. We'll be live again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Shane says we need more thumbs up. I agree. Could always definitely use a lot more thumbs up. The next game day breakdown coming Manhattan and Ohio. Or I keep wanting to say Ohio. Manhattan and Iona. These two teams have already played this year. Manhattan smashed them 72-49 just 12 days ago. Also going to get you guys on a nice big free play as well. Free plays winning this week. Free premium and personal plays from the live show this week are a nice 3-1. 3-1 this week. Stack Guap says, Kyle, I'm still here watching, bro. Can't wait to get off work. Absolutely. For everybody that doesn't know, Stack Guap's new name is Nervous Guap 5150. We shit canned the 50-50 and we just made it 5150. Thank you, Black Acid Blood says these breakdowns are spot on. Won't get them better anywhere else. Great job, Kyle. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's actually something that I love to do. Going live is not part of my job description here, but it's something that we started doing, and I actually liked doing it. The daily free play videos, I can live without. The live shows, I love. Don't forget, FC's big UFC fight picks will be on the website. I was told, actually I just got a text message like 5 minutes ago, that they should be on the website in less than an hour. And also Guaranteed Saturday should be on the website here in just a couple hours as well. So for everybody that's on board our Guaranteed Saturday for tomorrow, that's just $50. It's normally $150. When we did the big game of the year at $50, I told the guys and the bosses that we should keep the $50 theme all weekend long to help everybody else out. $50, pound the game. $50, pound the game. $50, pound the game. Let's just keep doing it, and let our clients, especially our smaller clients that only bet, $150, $200, $300, take advantage. And so Guaranteed Saturday is on sale, $50. Our big Sunday guarantee play is back. We haven't had one in 3 weeks. Haven't put one out. There's one, the Super Bowl, and then two didn't have one last week. So that's good to have as well. So a lot of big games this weekend, just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Game of the week, Guaranteed Saturday, and then our big Sunday guaranteed play as well in college hoops as well. So monster weekend, and the fun starts today. And then don't forget the Max Fight Pick, FC's UFC. It's going to be a monster weekend. And to say I'm excited is an understatement. Yes, Randy, he's super excited. He's there in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Sorry, I was reading Nervous Guap 5150's message. You're not nervous no more? Good. You have no reason to be nervous. You're on the right side. We just need the players to do their job. But yeah, Randy, he's super excited. He's waiting for a couple people to weigh in. It's looking like on the card, obviously the Max Fight Pick is good to go. Waiting for a couple more to determine a top fight pick, a fight pick, the parlays, and all of that good stuff. So it's actually looking to be a monster card with a top fight pick, the top fight pick, fight picks, the strong leans, and then the big Max Fight Pick. So yeah, he's super excited for this card. Super confident, super excited. He actually called me right when we went live, and I had the show on the little standby screen. I was talking to him for like 5 minutes. He's super excited. So I know he's about done with the weigh-ins, so here shortly they should be starting to put it on the website. Shapendi says, thumbs up always for me. Cappers Nation takes care of their regulars. Damn straight we do. Kathy says, short on thumbs up here. I agree. Definitely feel that we are. Tom Weiner in the house. What's going on? But yeah, UFC will be posted on the website in about an hour. Yeah, they'll definitely have better judges because they're not in Texas. They don't have that Texas Boxing Commission. And then Guaranteed Saturday will be on the website in a couple hours as well. My game of the week is already there. If you're not on my game of the week, now's the time to get on board. It's just $50. It's normally $100. We've got it on sale, so if you want to try it out, here you go. Great opportunity. $50. Normally $100. With my guarantee, same guarantee as always. Guaranteed to win, or you'll get the next one absolutely free when we take care of you, because we take care of our own here. However, I don't think we're going to need it. I really don't think we're going to need it. Should be a nice big monster win for everybody. So make sure you get on board. All right, guys, make sure you guys get on board. Oh, if you're on my personal plays, I have not sent them out yet. Okay, premium plays are posted on the website. My personal plays have not been sent out yet. They will be sent out here as soon as we're off the live show. They'll be good to go, and I can start sending them out. All right, so let's start the Manhattan and Iona breakdown, guys. First of all, if you're looking for the odds on this one, you're going to be looking for 871, 872 on this contest, okay? We'll go over all aspects of it. Manhattan opening up as a 3.5-point dog on the road. Iona laying 3.5. The line is now dropping. I'm still seeing 3 at Bovada, BetDSI. I believe it's minus 3 or plus 3, minus $1.15 at 5 dimes. Total opened up at 134.5. It's up a half a point to 135. Although there's still a couple books still holding the total at 134.5. The D Casino and Station Casinos here in Vegas both have it at 134.5. Money line Iona laying 140 down from, or 145 down from 155. So not much of a move on the money line aspect of this contest. First of all, taking a look at Manhattan, guys. The Jaspers, 11-10 on the year. They're 7-5 in conference play. They had a bad stretch. They actually had 2 bad stretches where they lost 4 out of 5 games from November 27th to December 22nd. And then they just had a 4-game losing streak, January 18th through the 31st. They lost 4 straight: Monmouth, Marist, Ryder, and St. Peter's. They've since bounced back since February 2nd. They've won 3 straight games: Iona, Niagara, and Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac they actually beat on the road by 2 points. A very close game, 65-63. They actually beat them at home as well in a little bit bigger beating by 12 in a close game there. At Iona, guys, 7-12 on the year, 5-7 in conference. This is the 5 times fast. Hell, even 3 times. No doubt about it. Taking a look at what they've done, they've lost 3 out of the last 5 games. However, they have won 2 straight. Those losses coming to Monmouth, Siena, and Manhattan, who they're going to be playing today in a revenge game. They lost to them on the road, 72-49. Since that little ass beating by Manhattan, they've won 2 straight. They beat Quinnipiac 73-52, beating them by 21. And they just beat up on Fairfield by 24 points, beating them 78-54. They're 5-7 in conference play, which Manhattan did the exact opposite at 7-5 in conference play. First of all, take a look at Manhattan. Back to Manhattan. Can they win on the road? They beat Quinnipiac on the road. They beat Niagara, Canisius, Fordham, and Elon on the road. They do have road losses to St. Peter's. They lost to Marist in overtime, but they took them to overtime, so give them credit there. They also lost to Fairfield and Hofstra on the road as well. Taking a look at Iona, home court advantage. The Heinz Athletic Center holds 2,611 fans. Got to give them the credit for the 11, right? 2,611 fans. Home court advantage 2.2, so nearly nothing. There is no home court advantage, guys, for Iona from New Rochelle, New York, guys. And it's not like Manhattan coming down from Riverdale. Got a long travel to get to Iona. It's not like they're traveling across the country or hell even down to the bottom part of the country. So no effects there. Taking a look at both teams side by side. First of all, Manhattan's offense, not the best offense when it comes to adjusted efficiencies all year long. However, their numbers have actually improved in conference play with the exception of free throw shooting. Okay, they're hitting 48.8% from the field, converting 32.6% of all the three-point plays. They're converting a very poor 61% free throw shooting. All right, horrible. Nearly dead last in Division I. Iona connecting 50% from the field, 33.2% from out deep, up to 37.1% in conference play, converting 50% of all their jump shots, layups, and dunks, and they're shooting an exceptional 74% from the charity stripe. Okay, 2 foul participation, not much of an advantage. Either way, Manhattan participating 23%, right on the cusp before we start using it as a factor in the equation. Now, if Iona was at 0, then yeah, there would be a slight advantage. However, they're not. They're at 12%, so no real advantage there. Height advantage roughly the same. Both go to the bench for over 27% of the total minutes. 27% for Iona, 34% for Manhattan. Manhattan relying on the 3-ball heavily at 35.5%, 36.8% for Iona. When it comes to defenses, guys, Manhattan definitely comes in with the edge on defense. They're holding teams to 42.7% shooting from all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. It's an exceptional number. The one aspect that Manhattan on defense struggles at, It's defending the 3, but so does Iona. Both teams cannot defend the 3 to save their life. So don't forget, guys, first of all, I do have a free play coming on this game, but don't forget my game of the week. This is open to anybody. If you want my game of the week, absolutely free. Make any purchase on our website, any single purchase over $99 today, and we will give you my game of the week. So you can go buy 3 days of premium plays for $99, 3 days of my personal plays for $99. You can go buy an NHL package for $100. You can go buy a bigger package. You can go buy one of the packages where you get every single one of my personal plays between now and the NBA Finals for $1,000, all the way till June 21st. Over 4 months. 4 months and 7 days of my personal plays for $1,000. Any purchase over $99 today, you're going to get my game of the week absolutely free. Okay, that's open to anybody. It's not just a live show. There's no time limit on it. You can purchase it in 2 hours and you'll still be eligible. Won't be live in 2 hours because we're getting ready to get off the live show. But that's open to absolutely everybody. All right? So, free play, free premium and personal plays are 3-1 on the week. When it's done today, we'll be 4-1. No, Thomas, because you purchased the buy 3 days, get 3 days free. You can have one or the other. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. You can't have both, though. That's why they do those packages separately. To everybody that missed the buy 3 days, get 3 days free, they got a different little bonus today. Definitely good try, though. They have done that in the past, though. They did do that one time. Actually, they didn't. I did, and I got my ass handed to me. in that one. So, free premium play coming up. Premium plays have been lights out for you guys. Premium plays have actually, 10-5 on the week, 3-1 for premium and personal plays given to you guys free during the live show. But free premium play in the screen. You guys should be seeing it now. KDO, yes, if you purchase the $99 today, you'll get 3 days of premium plays and the game of the week absolutely free. Free premium play, it's on the screen. Manhattan plus the 3. If you're not getting 3, I'm sure you're safe at 2.5. You may want to look at getting it at 3. I think it will probably... I don't think it's going to be as close as a lot of people think, but I think Manhattan's the play. It is a premium play. When we gave it out, it was actually at 3. I know that line's dropping, but a lot of us has been, already bet it. So there's that one. And as always, guys, I love doing the live shows. My personal play game of the week is today. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Got everything up on the screen for you guys. And remember, if you haven't already done so, if you're new to our channel, we go live tomorrow. We go live earlier tomorrow. All right, Saturday and Sundays, we go live 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, dark and early in the morning. Dark and early in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific for Cappers Nation Live. And it's going to be another great day today. Big monster play today, guys. Don't miss out. Game of the week. Do not miss out. I'm telling you, do not miss out. You're not going to want to miss out, that's for sure. Jamar, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. And here you guys go. 3 days premium plays or personal plays, $99. And purchase any package over $99 and you get Game of the Week free. All right, guys, enjoy that free play. Remember, we do have another free play video out there for everybody tuning in. And I'm going to post the link to that one here for everybody. If you haven't already watched that one, here you go. There's a direct link to another daily free play in the NHL. There's 3 premium plays. 3 premium plays plus my personal play game of the week. So not like a crazy busy day. Big John, thank you, sir. Thank you for jumping on board the big deal yesterday. And don't forget, that's a great deal. $250. You get 5 days of premiums or my personal plays, game of the week, guaranteed Saturday, and the big Sunday play as well. All right, guys and gals, I am out of here. Enjoy that free play. Let's make some money. We'll see you guys all live tomorrow. When? 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 Pacific. And hopefully we're all celebrating a nice big game of the week tonight, as well as all the leans and the free play from the live show. Hopefully everything goes nice, big 5-0 plus everything else today. So on your way out the door, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button right now on your way out the door. All right, guys, take it easy. Good luck. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid, and we'll see everybody tomorrow, 9